In Colossians chapter 1, a similar message is given about Jesus' identity as Lord and King. Jesus is not just some moral teacher, but he has supremacy over all of creation. And so it's understood that Jesus was a king and that he was going to be called Mighty God. To follow a moral teacher versus following Jesus as king is the difference between viewing Jesus' teachings as subjective versus objective. It's not like something that's like, oh, it's an option. It's saying, no, this is the truth. Moral teacher Jesus would say, oh, there's little to no consequence if you choose not to follow me. But if Jesus is king, then there are very major consequences to deciding whether or not to follow him. If you follow Jesus as a moral teacher, he would just give you options. But if you follow Jesus as king, he gives you decisions to make. If you follow moral Jesus, you can disagree with what he says, but if you disagree with King Jesus, that's disobedience. If you're following Jesus as a moral teacher, there's no cost. If you follow King Jesus, there's a great cost because you're pledging your allegiance to Jesus and renouncing your allegiance to the world. To follow Jesus as a moral teacher, all that's really required is that you just admire him. If you're following Jesus as a king, he doesn't just want you to admire him, to sacrifice your life for him, to be willing to die for him. That is the gospel.